Hello and welcome back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Last time we told Dahlia and Jasmine that we were in the running for Coven Leader. This time, Patrice is going to talk us through what we need to do with that. But first, let's get comfy, let's get cozy, and we shall just hop right on into it. Okie dokie, so Patrice gave us a break last time and now we can continue with what was going on. And I think what we're going to start doing is just outlining what our campaign is going to be like. Let's have a word with Patrice. Ready to define our program? Yes, let's do that. All right. We'll go over every point, assess our options, make some choices, and when we have a first draft, we can review any aspect to iron out the program. It's okay to borrow some ideas you may fancy from your rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Oh, this is going to be so hard because I love Dahlia's so much. Okay. First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgments by referendum. Capressa wants to keep Aidana's runic judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? Could we try and come up with a new option? Like a council? Yeah, maybe there's like another option. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic, I agree with that. But having an all-executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. I'm thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture. Anything really, set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work along with the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competences, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. Yes, that sounds great. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do these positions rotate? What happens if someone more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper, and it'll be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter. But this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven. Fighting for these positions or trying to earn the favour of certain ministers. I see. I can see how that would be corruptible, but not that the other options don't have downsides. I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think that it's still worth giving a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you'll run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help you. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You are a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So, having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? Okay, so I like the ministry idea. I do, because it's having experts in specific fields that have studied, that know, and there may still be biases, but like at least gives an informed way of looking at things, right? So let's go with the ministries option. Gotcha. Now to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dahlia advocates for amicable agreements supported by the arbitrage office. Capressa wants to keep exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? I like amicable resolution, but again, should we try and come up with a new option? I have troubled feelings towards punishment as a method of enforcing the law. It keeps law and order through fear, but we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Is it not better for like positive reinforcement? Can we just be like, hey, you've been awesome this year, here's a present? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? That's not a bad idea. That's not terrible. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members or, God forbid, sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction. Tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping with the explorers, whatever's needed, really. That's such a good idea! Because it puts you back into the community and it doesn't like exclude you, which is just going to like breed resentment, as clearly with Fortuna that has. This allows for reconnection. That's such a good idea. I don't know that it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. All right. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Like community service, immediately, yes. Fantastic idea. I love that. Next is forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Caprisa want to continue banning whatever they seem dangerous. Dahlia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but to enforce education so we all know what we're dealing with. I love that idea so much. I'd like to see what the new option is, but free access and education seems like such a good idea. I can't imagine it being much better. There must be some middle ground between banning and free access. Some summonings or spells can save lives. They could even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with the careful application of some of the forbidden arts. So what about extending permits? Make it so a witch can apply to have access to certain spells or rituals. And if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of him. Ooh. The problem I have with that idea is that it's quite corruptible again, in that if you have favor with whoever decides those decisions, then maybe they'll say yes more over someone that they don't like. I think as a whole, we will understand different magics more, and that's important. Education being the key point there. And free access means that nothing feels like naughty or taboo, and that can be a great attractor for a lot of people, you know? And I do think this is too much, and the permit system could be compromised, so free access and education. It's a waste that our coven can't benefit from some of the most powerful arts, even if they're dangerous. Maybe we shouldn't grant access instantly, but we could open them up gradually as we educate our members on the implications and responsibilities of each spell. It's a bit risky, but it'll make us way stronger in the long run. Maybe. I'm not well versed on this topic, so I'll trust your judgment. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? Let's go free access. Free access and education, absolutely. Wonderful. Now on to mortal affairs. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them and just let them be. Caprisa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance? What's another option? What's another option? I like this other option idea. What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some iteration on our rivals' ideas would feel uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your angle? Whatever decision we make regarding mortals will be morally grey, since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept: truth. It'll definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need? That is beautiful. But didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us for sport. They burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about the real deal? It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they be able to hurt us. You're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates, though. What's your stance on? I like that. Let's reveal it. It will be chaotic at the start. It absolutely will. But being honest and truthful about it would be so helpful. And then we can help mortals, and mortals can come to us ask for help. And additionally, we might be able to strike up a working relationship to collect magic from them, because that's what Caprisa wants, but in an exploitative way, right? So we could potentially still get that magic. Let's go with revealing our existence. Roger that. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the coven's best interest in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax, have every witch share some of their magic output for common projects. Caprisa wants to keep Adana's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? Let's see about the new option. I like this. There must be another way to make our coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. In all the years you've spent in this coven, what would you say has helped bring your A game the most? Demand? Inspiration? Sharing resources? Oh, I know! Mentorship. My mentor, Eugenia, has been a cornerstone in my development as a witch. Would you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It'll help tighten the relationship between different generations of witches as well. I like it, but this idea will be way better received among novices than elders. Old witches won't be really getting anything out of this deal, so it'll be a tough sell for the less charitable conservatives. A mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it will get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that will mean for your lifestyle. I see. What are we going to do about witch duties? I like the mentorship program though, because the younger witches will learn from it, but they could also help with the projects of the elder witches in able to learn. And the elder witches could give insight on any up-and-coming projects the younger witches might. The mentorship program sounds lovely. Plus it will get that community feeling going again, right? Because there feels like there's this big gap between the young and the old right now, so why wouldn't we want to bridge that? Everyone deserves respect, kindness, and understanding. Understood. And finally, we have the issue of what to do with Adana's corpse. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine wants the coven to devour her corpse. That way, we will all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos. That way, more witches will be able to ascend and we will become more numerous and diverse. Caprisa wants to conserve Adana's corpse to consult with her and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you want to do with Adana's corpse? Is there a new option? If the option isn't as good as scattering, because I do think scattering is the way, but we'll see. What if... No, that's too much. Spit it out, we're brainstorming here. A wild idea could lead to something interesting. What if only the leader gets to eat Adana? All by herself. What if you hoard Adana's power all to yourself, you're saying? Yes? Become some sort of super leader? If it becomes a tradition, whoever's in charge will become more and more powerful with each generation, inheriting all the power of their predecessors, working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the coven from any evil. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan. But if you manage to pull it off, then you will become extremely fucking powerful. I don't want to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You'd be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do with Adana's corpse? Let's not do that. That sounds like, oh, I think that sounds quite shiny, you know, but I don't think that's helpful at all. Because if the wrong person is voted into power, even once, that could be detrimental on such a large scale. And I think scattering gives us the best, most equal and fair shot as a coven. Let's go with scattering her remains, yeah. All right, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough. I believe we are offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? No, I'm happy. I'm so happy with this. Let's move on, yeah. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. You are going to have to defend all these decisions in front of your rivals and the whole coven. But most importantly, I'm going to need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. Oh, we have to choose a slogan. The two options, I'm clearly the bottom one. A slogan. Finally something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind that haughty pose, huh? You bet. What would you like to use as a slogan? Make our coven great again? Nope. Absolutely not. Take fate into thy hands, stronger together. A real sisterhood. A very happy couple. Ooh. So I think I'd like a real sisterhood. Very loaded. I like it. Loaded how? It implies that what Aidana built wasn't a real sisterhood, but it doesn't insult her directly. So bonus. So there's a bonus there. We got to insult Aidana very subtly. I love that. Yes. It's a slogan that pleads for change, and the word sisterhood is a lovable term. I can work with this. This is a great job. Nice. Thank you. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes. And for that, we need the ultimate, most classical form of propaganda. A poster. Oh, a slogan and a poster. The crafty side of me is like, yes. What for? It's not like there are any streets in this place to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from the inside and outside the coven. Tried to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here, to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. I just want all this to be over. Fortuna, stop ruining my poster buzz. A few weeks, a couple months, a max, and this will all be but a memory. You've done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Yes. Yes. Do I have a choice? No, Fortuna, because I want you to. Not really. You're really talented. Let's just squeeze your artist juices. It's not how I would have put it, but... Oh, look how badass we look. Oh, we look so cool. Okay, I would like it to be this darker purple, I think. And I'm going to have that be there. And then have this be up here. And I want this to be kind of smaller. Yeah. And then we could have a couple of these bad boys at the bottom, like in the corner. And then I want to send this one back. Oh, I'm having the best time. This is brilliant. Yes. And then I want them to kind of like be propped up against each other, you know? Okay, so I'm going to have to do this, I think. And then I'm actually going to bring that one forward. And then send this to the back, please. And I'm just going to have that like that. Like there. And I'm drawing inspiration for this from the art that my friend did of me. So I'm just going to put like this all over, I think. I'm sorry. Everyone is going to vote for me when they see my cool poster, okay? No one's not going to vote for... Look at this. Look, it's glorious. You can't tell me people are going to not vote for me, because you'd be wrong. You'd be so wrong. This poster is it. It is everything. Oh, she's looking cute. Oh, she's looking cute. Okay. And you know what? Let's just make a little shelf of skulls at the bottom, or at least add a couple more, right? Yes. Yeah, I do want to add the hearts in as well. But I don't know where. They don't really go with it, you know? And you can't make them very small, so I think I'm going to leave them out. This is good. This is great, in fact. Heck yeah. What do you think? Very neutral. Oh, you don't like it? No. It's pretty cool. I like it. Should I give it another try? No. It's good. I like it. It's very powerful in a unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Shut up. Great. We are ready to win this race. Finally! Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you with a mean sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you draw a card to make sure we win this thing? What? That would be cheating! Is it? Really? I'm sure the others are going to be using all of their skills to get ahead. You just happen to be overpowered, but that's life. I don't know. Doesn't come without its risks, though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results to us. And once drawn, there's no going back. We could assure our victory, but we could also doom us and make all of our efforts futile. right? Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, I'd say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Do I do this? Do I draw a card? I feel like that's cheating. Morally, that's not something I'm down with. But magically, no. Let's just do our best. Let's just do our best. Because I also believe in the merit mostly of Dahlia's campaign, and I wouldn't want to take away from that. All right, all right. We should at least look for opportunities during the race to use the deck on our rivals. They'll have to agree to ask something of the deck, though. I don't do divination without consent. That's where I draw the line. Absolutely, Fortuna. Yes! Okay. I'll try to come up with ways to seduce them into getting readings. Suit yourself. Where are we right now? This is going to have to wait for the next episode as we've run out of time. Thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute thrill to go through the campaign and make a poster and choose a slogan. I hope you have a crackin' time zone. You stay fed, you stay watered, you stay rested. Know that you're loved because I love you. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, lovelies.